the day. From Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Vegas Raiders taking on the Tennessee Titans.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Down at the 28-yard line.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Simmons on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Raiders first down.
They'll try the draw now with Chubb, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the Titans' 40-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. We're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players who somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter whether they're running gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Titans first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Left side. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own
22nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe roll down the other defense. We'll see. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Down the middle for getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Raiders 3.
Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Running for Chubb stops short, and as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
3rd and 14.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
On 3rd down, you'll give him that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Number 2.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7. At the 30.
Shotgun now from Murray. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line.
A gain of 16.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Murray flushed out right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Drops it off for Chubb. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 39 yards yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I think he'll like this little montage. He's hit pay dirt 3 times.
This feels like good scouting and preparation throughout the week has turned into excellent execution. I mean, the job that they've done up front, creating the spaces for him, and, of course, his nose for the end zone, it's a terrific combination.
Now he's looking maybe for a 4th touchdown run. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But also, they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Going for Metcalf. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
But just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. The Colts trying to hold on and claim victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. A 31-point win, 38-7, the final. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. His guys are on the road to Blowout City. They lead it big as we send you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's closing in on that often elusive 200-yard mark.
And you know he's celebrating what's going on. He may not know exactly where he is in yardage, but he has a pretty decent idea.
Come on, he knows.
Runners always know. But he's also in that huddle telling his offensive lineman, thank you.
And give me the ball.
Keep giving me the ball. You guys keep doing what you're doing. But a great appreciation of him, of the guys up front, and of course the guys on the perimeter. Those wide receivers are giving him some great blocking too.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. 25 yards. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's 2nd and 8. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage and big plays, and your team's winning. Only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
and give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way down inside of 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At the 25-yard line.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He has had a whale of a game. In the 3rd quarter, you're already over 200 yards. I don't know what more he can do at this point.
Not a whole lot, and what he has found is that zone that we always talk about, where every carry feels great. Every carry potentially is a sprint to the end zone, and all he wants to do is ride it as long as this game goes on.
Yeah, now he's just thinking 300 yards maybe.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
6-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And to give this time to the tailback. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And this offense continues to pour it on as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raiders heading out to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now with all the work he's getting.
And get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Barrios complete. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game,
got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
85.
So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Butker on for the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Andrew Billings able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Out of the gun now on third down. The pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
At their own 19.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He has really been buoyed here by a strong running attack. They've been great on the ground.
And have enjoyed the entire process because oftentimes when you're running the football well, that's much more of a team effort. Everyone has to come together to make it work. Offensive line, wide receivers, the tight ends when they're on the field, maybe an extra running back leading. It is a really nice thing to see, a team type of thing. And guess what? He got a locker room a whole lot faster after this game. The interviews are going to go with the running back.
Yeah, now we hit the home stretch here in the 4th with their lead. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Davis now to return it. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And able to connect with Barrios. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson to target. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw again. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. This one brought in by Jefferson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Titans 56.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.